Today, we're not just going to talk about the past. We're going to step right into it. I want you to imagine a life that's hard to even picture today, but for so many children was just terrifyingly real. This is your age. You're 6. Just let that sink in for a second. What does the world look like when you're 6 years old? It's supposed to be about playing, about learning, feeling safe, right? Well, that is not your world. And no, that's not a metaphor. It's a business transaction. Your life, everything you could ever be, is being traded away for money. Money you'll never even see. The world as you know it is over. So you have to be asking, why? How does this even happen? To get it, we have to enter the world of these climbing boys. And the very first, brutal lesson is learning what you're worth, or more accurately, what you aren't.
You see, the horror of this situation, it isn't born out of just random cruelty. It's born from pure desperation. In the Victorian era, poverty was crushing, and for a family completely drowning in debt, their youngest kids became, well, a final sellable asset. So this is your new reality. The whole idea of childhood, being a source of joy, having a future full of possibilities, that's gone. It's been replaced by your cold, hard function. You are now the answer to a money problem. You're not a person anymore. You're a commodity, valued only for what your tiny body can do.
Okay, so you've been sold. Your new life begins, and with it comes your training. But this isn't learning a skill, not in any way we'd recognize. This is about breaking your spirit. It's about forcing your body to obey.
The process is it's systematic, designed to break you. First, they shove you into the chimney, the flue, a space that's barely wider than your own body. It's pitch black. Soot chokes you with every single breath. Your first instinct, of course, is to scream and fight, but there's nowhere to go. And this just happens again and again, day after day, until you stop fighting back.
This is the entire philosophy of your new master. Your fear, your suffering, they're not unfortunate side effects of the job. Oh no, they are the tools of the trade. Pain is how you learn. Fear is how you're controlled. It's a method designed to create a compliant tool, not a skilled worker. Just surviving the training, though, that's only the beginning. The work itself, it leaves permanent scars, and it literally reshapes you from the inside out. Let's really look at the physical toll of spending a life in these shadows. I mean, can you imagine your workplace being a vertical tunnel of brick and soot, often less than a foot wide? It's just a constant state of darkness and real, mortal danger. You could get stuck. The soot could actually catch fire. Every single climb is a gamble with your life. And this might be the most awful consequence of all. At just 6 years old, your skeleton is still soft. It's still growing. Being forced into these tiny, unnatural spaces day in and day out literally contorts your body. Your knees, your spine, they're permanently warped by the chimney. You will carry the shape of your prison in your own bones for the rest of your life. Okay, let's pull the camera back now, away from this deeply personal horror. Because your story, all your pain, it didn't just happen in a vacuum. You were a tiny, but absolutely essential cog in a much, much bigger machine. This is what we call it now, industrial child exploitation. It's such a clean, academic-sounding term for a really brutal reality. The booming cities of the Industrial Revolution, with their endless rows of houses, well, they all had chimneys that needed sweeping. And what was the cheapest, most efficient tool for that job? A small, disposable child. Your suffering, literally, fueled progress. And that, really, brings us to the final thought here. We know your story because, tragically, it was a common one, but it forces us to ask a really difficult question. When we look back at the grand monuments and all the celebrated progress of the past, how much of it was built on the backs of forgotten children? How many other lives were just ground down by the gears of history, their stories sealed away just like soot in a chimney wall?